What is this? I review a lot of EVs, and I haven't seen a charge port like this since the last Leaf I reviewed, 10 years ago. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics, and today we're gonna take a look at this 2024 Nissan Leaf SV Plus.
So it's called CHAdeMO, and it's an old school level 3 charging standard that is apparently a little more popular in other parts of the world than North America. And like that charging standard, the OG Nissan Leaf has been around for a while too, but this one's been updated, so let's see how it compares. Plugged into our garage this week is this two-tone pearl white tri-coat and super black 2024 Nissan Leaf SV Plus. Standard features include LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, fog lights, and tail lights, dual power and heated outside mirrors, portable charge cable, 17-inch alloy wheels, and quick charge port with light and lock. The interior houses a leather-wrapped steering wheel, cloth 8-way power adjustable driver's seat, 4-way manual adjustable front passenger seat, 60/40 split fold down rear seats, 7-inch information display, 8-inch touchscreen with Nissan Connect EV, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, Nissan door-to-door navigation with 3D graphics, Sirius XM radio, Siri Eyes Free, e-pedal mode, eco mode, automatic climate control, front and rear USB A and C ports, 12-volt outlet, heated steering wheel, front heated seats, electric parking brake, EV pages, and Nissan Intelligent Key with push-button start. Safety and security features include plenty of airbags, ProPilot Assist with steering assist, intelligent cruise control with full speed range and hold, intelligent around view monitor, rear door alert, tire pressure monitor, as well as Nissan Safety Shield 360 that includes high beam assist, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, lane departure warning, blind spot warning with blind spot intervention, rear automatic braking, front automatic braking, and rear cross traffic alert. Add in splash guards for $245, carpeted floor mats and cargo area mat for $285, and the two-tone paint for $695, and you get a total M.S.R.P that's only slightly more than the first Leaf we tested at $38,510.
I'm not sure how you felt about the styling of the original Leaf, but it was updated last year with a new front end and lights. And whether that feeling was negative or positive, this Leaf is still very recognizable as a Leaf.
There's 23.6 cubic feet of cargo space behind the rear seats, which is exactly the same as last gen, and that grows to 30 cubic feet when the 60/40 seats are folded. Again, all the same. A cubby on the side houses the tire mobility kit, and the portable charging cable is secured in place with some straps. Crazy thing is that it doesn't appear you can detach it, so it's always consuming some room back there. If it can be removed, let us know in the comments section below.
And everyone can see your anger is misplaced.
Frunks weren't a thing when the Leaf was originally designed, so there's no additional storage up front. What you will find in this SV Plus is a 60 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery that powers a 160 kilowatt electric motor, producing 214 horsepower and 250 pound-feet of torque. It all goes through a single-speed gear reducer transmission that sends power to the front wheels. A 6.6 kilowatt onboard charger is present, and you can charge from 0 to 100% in 11.5 hours using a level 2 charger. Use the previously mentioned CHAdeMO charge port, and you can quick charge from 0 to 80% in about 60 minutes. Fortunately, if you're like me and have only level 1 access at home, Nissan still supplies a portable charger, and it can handle both 120 volt level 1 and 240 volt level 2 charging thanks to an included adapter. Unfortunately, the charger is extremely clunky and heavy, so you'll need to find something to support it if your outlet is on the wall like mine is. I do that anyway, but I've never experienced a charger this heavy that wants to pull itself out of the wall when plugged in. Another downside to how this Leaf charges is the lack of information it provides. The only way to tell the charging status is to turn on the car. Yes, there are blue flashing lights on top of the dash, and it does flash a general time frame based upon the charging speed you already had it set to in the menus when you first turn off the car, but that doesn't take actual charging speed into consideration. What I mean is, if I have it set to show estimated times for 50 kilowatt charging while I was out and about, then drive home to my level 1, when I turn off the car, it will show an estimated charging time based on the level 3 charging. In order to get a more specific estimate, you have to turn on the car and make sure it's manually set to 120 volts. And even if it was set to 120 volts, you still need to turn on the car to see it. Nowadays, all EVs provide this information automatically on the dash, requiring only a peek through the window or the opening of a door. Also, while the 50 kilowatt charging is significantly faster than what I can do at home via level 1, it's still too long to be considered a quick charge when you're out and about. By comparison, many of today's EVs can accept anywhere from 150 kilowatts to well over 300 kilowatt charging. When fully charged, our SV Plus trim will get you around 212 miles of range, and AutoAcademics averaged a respectable 3.2 miles per kilowatt hour during testing.
The back seat has a stadium seating effect where you sit up much higher than those in front, possibly because the batteries are under the seat. Unfortunately, your feet are up much higher too, possibly because the batteries are under the floor. Either way, it's a strange seating position that has good visibility though. Also, there's a big hump in the center, so a middle passenger will be uncomfortable too. Headroom's decent though, and while there's no center armrest, there are USB charge ports down below. Oh, and bottle holders in the doors. Up front, the interior looks nice with a black and electric blue contrast for its motif. The flat bottom steering wheel feels good, but these seats can definitely use a bit more bolstering. Nissan's infotainment unit is simple to use, yet has pretty much everything you need, and there are enough physical buttons for the stuff you regularly use. The small gear selector helps to maximize interior space, but its design could use a revision. 9 out of 10 times, my fingers slip off when selecting a gear, and I shouldn't have to concentrate so intentionally just to keep that from happening. So, now that we've addressed all of that, it's time to take it out and see how it drives. While some aspects of this Leaf are definitely showing their age, it still drives well. For starters, that gear selector that I complained about engages gears very quickly. And while power is equivalent to that of a small, naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, the brakes have a firmness that I can truly appreciate. I mean, they feel fantastic. And that's a good thing because I don't care for the e-pedal feature. It allows you to use max regen to put energy back into the battery, but it's an on-off system, unlike the variable examples that we find in newer cars today. So I keep it off because I don't like one-pedal driving. Steering is light but quick, providing an agile feel. And the suspension is slightly stiff, yet still comfortable. Yeah, the driving experience feels sterile overall, and these high-efficiency tires squeal through moderately slow corners. But if you could tap into your old-school video game driver self, it's not bad. Now, there is a bit more wind noise off of the A-pillars than I would expect in a car like this. And while the seats are soft and upper lateral support is fine, the bottom cushions are fairly flat, and I feel as though I'm gonna roll off the edge in the corners. As far as I'm aware, while they continue to phase the new Aria in, Nissan will gradually phase the Leaf out. This is great for progress, but with progress comes increased price. And one thing about the Leaf, it was always one of the cheapest options we had when buying a new EV. So while it's certainly not perfect, it could possibly be used as a second or third car that's strictly used for commuting. And frankly, without infrastructure, that's how I see most EVs, even the expensive ones. So there you have it, guys, the 2024 Nissan Leaf SV Plus. This second gen of an OG EV has held up well. Well, with the exception of its charging capability. Newer cars just do that better. But if price is a factor, outside of the need to own a new EV, you might want to grab one before they're gone. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss what we have coming up next. I'm Chris from AutoAcademics. Thanks for watching.